Okay, yeah, Starfield's great. Obsidian, amazing. I actually think Xbox is going to have a hell of a 2022. I think they're going to absolutely smoke Sony until Sony get their act together
right now. Maybe PlayStation is kind of dead.
Man walking.
Oh, wow. You get to have the emails from the Sony Defense Force, not me.
And it just continues to get worse for G4, so of course I'm going to cover it here because someone needs to have some balls in this situation, and clearly the male host of G4 have no balls because they have been completely cucked because they are terrified to tell a woman that she has no idea what she's talking about because they are scared to death to be labeled a racist or a sexist or a misogynist or whatever random buzzword is going on social media right now. And this is pathetic. It's not a problem necessarily that she didn't know what she was talking about. That's fine. People make mistakes. Mistakes happen. We cover a lot of different things in a lot of these different worlds, so sometimes we get things wrong, or sometimes we're trying to bullshit our way through a topic. That's totally fine. Nothing wrong with making mistakes. But it is a problem when you take the criticism that you are getting for the mistakes you made and then turning it into everyone hates me because I'm a woman. That's the argument she tried to make. Meanwhile, sitting on a panel full of dudes that are terrified to correct you. This is pathetic, and this is exactly the problem with G4 and mainstream outlets. It's all about bringing unqualified people into the equation so that you can say, look how diverse we are. Look at the representation we have. We don't hate women. We've got a woman right here. Even if that woman knows nothing about what she's talking about, you could sit there and virtue signal off of it. Let's listen to these comments by Frosk on G4 while the men sit there and just listen to her nonsense. Now, again, I'm not really a big PlayStation or Xbox fan in terms of I don't really, carry or wave the flag around for either one of these consoles because I'm a Nintendo guy. But to sit there and say that PlayStation is a dead man walking, to say that PlayStation has no exclusives coming, to sit there and claim that Hogwarts Legacy is an Xbox exclusive that somehow gives them big power and a big advantage over PlayStation. What the hell is this chick talking about? But this is what led to her "you hate me because I'm a woman" rant. This is what led to it because she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. And these pathetic losers, these pathetic cuck betas will just sit there and nod and not even go, yo, you're not what? Hogwarts Legacy is not an Xbox exclusive. PlayStation's not a dead man walking. PlayStation's got tons of exclusives, but this chick's just sitting there spewing nonsense. Let's listen. Here we go.
The Windows platform.
I actually really want to start there. I think that Xbox has absolutely dumpstered Sony this time around. It used to be kind of really back and forth, and then Sony with the PlayStation 2.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, I'm not saying that Xbox isn't, going to have a real competitive, or they're not going to be competitive because they are. Game Pass is phenomenal. But PlayStation has, since the PlayStation 1, has always been relevant and in a lot of ways dominated. They've been there for every single generation. And the PlayStation 5 has crushed it. What are you talking about?
Really overtook things with their library. The PS3 was great. PS4 probably fine till the end of its era. But the PS5 has been, in my opinion, nowhere to be seen. Not only in acquiring the console, but in finding any titles. And the fact that I know.
Look, they're all laughing at her. They are all cringing at what she's saying, but they're too scared to challenge her. They're too scared to say, chick, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Welcome to the internet. When you have opinions on the internet and you don't know what you're talking about, you typically get challenged and you get a lot of criticism in the comment section. Oh my God.
All right.
It's okay. You got one.
What do I do with it now?
Hey, forgive yourself. You got one.
They're all like just treating her like she's a special needs child or something. Like they're so terrified of her. They're so this is what happens when you tokenize someone. This is what happens when you prop someone up based on their identity. That when they say something completely idiotic, you go, don't criticize the whammon. We can't criticize the whammon, guys. This is nonsense.
Get it. You're amongst us.
The fact that I will never own an Xbox, but I can have Game Pass and Xbox on my PC is life-changing. It is amazing to me. I play Forza almost every single night. I think it has just been the slam dunk when we can't get these consoles. And at this point, I'm like, Xbox can do no wrong by me. Give me all of these titles, because now I have my souped-up PC. I have my PS5. I'll eventually use it for something, but until then, it is Game Pass for me all the way.
Anything you're excited for?
I don't really have a lot of knowledge about the Xbox exclusive stuff, aside from what we already talked about. I've always just been the guy that is friends with people who play Xbox games, and I was the friend who'd come over and play them. I own an Xbox. I own every iteration of the Xbox. But yeah, I mean, I feel like for now, I'm just kind of waiting for a title that appeals to me.
So I'm not sure why he was on the panel, but we can fast forward to this part.
Both of them are probably more wishful thinking than actuality. But since there is going to be a Fable 4 sometime down the line, remasters of Fable 1, 2, and 3.
That makes sense.
That would do very, very well for them. As well as I still think there's a chance that they're going to be buying more studios and we're going to have ourselves a Metal Gear game on a Microsoft.
Oh, that would be such a big FU.
Yeah. It's just a feel.
Again, Dead Man
Nothing but a
Walking.
feeling.
Is Bio...
So the Dead Man Walking, that was a reference to the PlayStation. She says the PlayStation 5 is a dead man walking. This is someone that knows absolutely nothing about console gaming. Clearly, to call the PlayStation 5 a dead man walking, do you have any idea how powerful the PlayStation brand is? Do you have any idea some of the exclusives that are coming out for PlayStation? What the hell is wrong with this chick? And look, so this is the Completionist. I'm not familiar. I mean, I've heard of the Completionist. Didn't know that was him. Don't watch his content. He's terrified. He's terrified to criticize the whammon.
BioWare, have Xbox eaten up BioWare yet?
No.
Yet.
No.
Just
No,
EA.
no. They had the
Just
option to with the first Mass Effect, but they gave it over to EA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't remember that was the original one wasn't exclusive.
It was exclusive.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many titles, and if there's...
I don't know. That's exactly that's the smartest thing you've said all day long, that you don't know.
I feel like there's so many titles, and if there's... I don't think that Sony has enough good exclusives right now, comparatively probably to what Game Pass and Xbox exclusives will offer me. That between like the Hogwarts Legacy game, between the fact that we could have 2...
Hogwarts Legacy. You think that Xbox is going to destroy PlayStation because of Hogwarts Legacy? First of all, let's just assume Hogwarts Legacy was an Xbox exclusive. That is no reason to think that that's going to help elevate Xbox over PlayStation 5. But it's not an exclusive.
incredible RPG series in 2022 or even 2023 with Starfield and anything that Obsidian's putting out, if it's Avowed, of potential Elder Scrolls. Like, there's a world where I'm playing 4 RPG amazing games at one time. I am ready for that world, and nothing is on PlayStation, and that makes me sad.
She didn't say nothing is on PlayStation that I'm interested in. She says nothing is on PlayStation for 2022. She said, my God, how stupid can you be? How incredibly misinformed can you be? This is what happens when you hire people based on identity politics and not how qualified they are for the job. There's a reason. There's a reason when we talk gaming, I bring people like Mark the Cyborg on the channel, or Disparu, or Lethal Lightning, because these three guys know far more about gaming than I do, because this is what they do. This is what they live and breathe this stuff. They know this stuff. And that's the reason I bring them on, because I'm like, I can host. I have some knowledge, but you guys have far more in-depth knowledge than I do. So I'm going to toss it to you. And of course, yes, we'll argue, we'll have our back and forth, whatever. She said there's no games on PlayStation coming in 2022.
Well, you now get to wear the target. I am thankful so much.
Now, here's Adam acknowledging that, now, again, look, regardless of how terrible of a person Adam Sessler is, and he is a terrible person, regardless of how much he hates my guts, and he does, because I voted a different way than him, Adam Sessler knows video games. He knows video games. He knows the video game industry. This guy knows his shit. No doubt about that. But he is terrified. He is terrified to confront her or call her out. And then he even acknowledges, you're about to catch hell. You're about to catch hell. And of course she did. And she played the victim. And then Adam retweeted it saying, I work with my heroes. Now let's get a little more context to this. Right here. I get things wrong. My expertise is in reviewing and not playing games, not reporting the news. Apologies for any mistakes. And just to be clear, I had no idea people were super upset over my Sony comments. My rant yesterday had nothing to do with that, different issues. Also, the only thing I play on my PS5 are PS4 titles, and I still believe Xbox is the better library and service with Game Pass on PC. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion where you think one is better than the other for your own personal reasons. You straight up said Sony has no games coming out. You didn't say Sony doesn't have games I'm interested in. She read, let's see, let me shorten this up a little bit. So, okay, she read a console war script her producers wrote for her to garner attention, got called out for it, and decided to use the misogyny card to get social media points and take some heat off of her. Absolutely. And then we've got more. Can you tell me how Microsoft is going to smoke Sony? The last time I checked, they were in last place. I don't think people were upset. You were just I don't think people are upset. You were just lying, and that's why people are upset. You went on G4 and straight up lied. Can you explain that? Because I don't see PS5 as a dead man walking. It's not a lie, it's an opinion. It's way easier to acquire an Xbox than a PS5 right now, and I think the price point is also a lot easier on the wallet. I don't own one, though. I use Game Pass on PC and have loved it. Forza Horizon especially. All right, can someone give me the basic gist of what the issue is with Frost and why people are on her about her comments? Because some folks are saying she's hiding bad takes and misinformation behind the veil of sexism, and that's exactly what she did. Apparently, I misspoke about certain releases and preferred Xbox current service over Sony. This caused upset because, but honestly, I had zero idea about that upset. People think my speech yesterday was in response to that, which again, I didn't see at all. That is 100% what her speech was about, because she got criticism. She couldn't take the criticism, so she decided it was all about people hating her because a woman exists, and that's why she got hate. That's not why she got hate. That's not why anyone gets hate. You get hate because you have bad takes or because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the bottom line. So once again, this person is exposed. The cucks on G4 are exposed as the pathetic betas that they are, the pathetic beta losers that they are, because they're so scared. They're so scared to criticize a woman because they don't truly have respect for women. Because if you have respect for someone, then you don't mind challenging them and calling them out the moment they make a mistake. It's when you think someone needs special treatment, like, oh, I can't talk, I can't call this person out, I can't criticize this person. That means that you think you are above them and they need your special superiority treatment. And that's exactly how these dudes view women at G4. Beta cucks. Pathetic losers. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Thank you for supporting us here on Geeks and Gamers, a place where you are welcome, regardless of your voting, regardless of what you support in politics, or if you support politics at all. Whatever games you like, whatever movies you like, whatever sports you like, whoever you sleep with, it doesn't matter to us. We just want you to come here, have fun, and talk about the things that you enjoy. Check us out on geeksandgamers.com, our website. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.